I'm London Kaye, and today I'm going to show you how to make something called an experience tube. It's really cool. Let's get started. You are going to use a 20mm crochet hook and a bulky weight yarn. I'm using London Kaye yarn, of course, and this works great for this project. So, start with a slip knot, and you're going to chain 65. Yeah, you heard me. So, when you reach the end, you've got a nice long chain. This chain is going to be about 4.5 feet in length, so that's how you know you'll get it right. And you're just going to work your way back in single crochet, skipping the first loop. And you're going to work back 64 stitches, all single crochet in your first chain row. With this experience tube, it's really fun, so I think it's a good idea to mix and match different colors together. So I'm particularly, for this design, I'm going to do stripes. I'm using orange and yellow. And when this yarn runs out, I'm going to switch my color to yellow. Now, it's the exact same yarn, so the bulkiness and the weight of it hasn't changed. I'm going. You can change color a bunch of different ways. I have a favorite way now that I've had a little more experience with it. So what I'm gonna do is I have my yarn with 2 loops on top, and I'm going to take my color that I'm going to change it to, and I'll hold the end of my new color, yarn over my hook, and pull through 2. Now I'm left with my new color on my hook, and I keep crocheting until this color runs out. I'm going to work back and forth with this pattern until it is, let me measure how long it is, 14 inches wide. It's going to be 14 inches wide when you're done. I have finished crocheting, so you should have something that looks a little bit like this. I have a ton of ends that need to be trimmed, but we're gonna save to do that till the end. And you will just fold your piece of crocheted fabric in half. It's like a burrito, right? Oh no, it's like a taco. So you'll start at one end and you're gonna work your way down, crocheting the two ends of the crochet together, so you are creating a hole, which will be used for your head. I'm gonna use light blue. I'm using the same weight yarn, same size crochet hook, 20mm. I started with a slip knot, and I'm going to do a single crochet stitch through the 2 ends of the loop. It's not as complicated as it may sound. I'm gonna put my hook through both my ends and do a yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm just gonna work my way all the way down, making sure that my crochet stays flat. You don't want it to start twisting. Take my scissors, cut my yarn, and now I've got a really long, thin, oops. I have no idea what that piece of yarn belongs to. A long burrito style scarf, which is not what we're making. We're making more something like this. You put your head on one side, and a friend puts their head in the other, and you chat. But we're not quite done. I'm gonna stick with light blue. Whew. For a nicer end, I'm going to recommend an 11.5mm crochet hook, and you are going to single crochet around the edges horizontally of your tube, making a clear entry point for the head. Okay, that's one time around. And I'm gonna go one more time around. When you get done here, you're just going to cut your string and do the same thing, that looks nice, on the other side. Woo. When you finish crocheting around the two ends of your experience tube, go ahead and trim all loose ends. So I like to just do double knots to whatever other loose end is closest. Usually that does the trick. After that, you got yourself a tube, yo! Oh, trippy.